Let's look at an alternative to factoring that ax squared plus bx plus c. When we looked at it before, that's the method that's known as trial and error, because we just kept trying on all these problems. We kept trying until we found the match we needed. One alternative is known as the AC method. This is a method that's common in the textbooks along with the trial and error method. I'm going to go through this method and you can write down the steps on your own. In front of the x squared, that's the coefficient that we call a, and the constant by itself is what we call c. In the AC method, the first step that you're going to do is you're going to multiply the a times the c. So 3 times a negative 63 is a negative 189. Okay. I'm going to need my factors of 189, and I'm going to ignore that sign right now. I'm going to need those factors to subtract to get a 20. I needed to subtract because my sign in front of my third term is a negative, and I need to get the 20 because that's my middle term. Okay. That's the coefficient of my middle term. Here goes. Getting those factors of 189 is not easy. So I already know 3 and 63 are factors, but if I subtract, that's going to give me a 60, not what I'm looking for. So I got to pick something else. And now I'm going to manipulate the 63. I know there's a 3 times 21 that'll give me a 63, so I'm going to put that 3 with the 3 I already have and get a 9 times 21. That'll give me 189, but when I subtract, it's not giving me my 20. It's only giving me 12. So that's not it. So now I have to try something else. Well, 21, there's a 7 in there, so 7 should work with the 189. And 7 times 27, that's going to give me my 189. And then when I subtract, I'll get my 20. So the factors that I want to use are 7 and 27. Once we identify that we need the 7 and 27, we do a rewrite. Now I need to check my signs. Sign in front of the second term is a plus. That's what we need for this subtraction part. It's going to be a plus 27 with a minus 7 to give me that positive 20. If I needed a negative 20, I just reverse the signs. Do the minus in front of the 27 and the plus in front of the 7. What I'm then going to do is, instead of writing the 20x, I'm going to write the minus 7x plus 27x. By doing that, I haven't changed anything, because a minus 7x plus a 27x will give me my 20x. These two together will give me my 20x. So I just found a way to rewrite this that I now can turn around and use that factor by grouping to finish out the problem. So with my factor by grouping, remember we split them in twos. The greatest common factor between the 3x squared and the minus 7x is just an x. That'll leave me with the 3x minus 7. The greatest common factor between the positive 27x and the minus 63 is going to be a positive, because that third term is positive. Positive 9. That'll leave me with a 3x minus 7 in the back. Common parentheses is 3x minus 7. What's left over is x plus 9. That's going to be our final answer. A lot of times when you see the factor by grouping part, especially when they're doing AC method, they're going to write that x plus 9 up front and the 3x minus 7 in the back, because writing the x plus 9 up front is the one that will match directly up to the steps that we took to multiply. Okay. So reversing this order, when you start multiplying it out, you'll get this first line that we wrote down, where we took and rewrote the 20x with the minus 7x and the plus 27x. What you're doing with the AC method is you're really completely working this backwards. You're starting with the 6x squared minus 13x plus 6. You're figuring out that the line before that would have been 6x squared minus 4x minus 9x plus 6, so that you can then factor by grouping to get this 2x minus 3 times the 3x minus 2. So that's one alternative.